Thanks for hitting the play button on this Gate River Run tour, taking you on a journey from the start to the finish of the 9.3 mile race, 15K Gate River Run National Championship, the 15K National Championship. I'm Jason Pratt, the multimedia guy in the photo department here at the Florida Times Union and Jacksonville.com, and I'm with David Johnson, one of our sports writers. He's covered the River Run how many years now, David?
For 6 years now.
6 years, that's the voice of David you hear there. I took a camera and I mounted it onto the front of my my vehicle with the suction cup. It's really cool, and it's called the Hero Pro Cam. But anyways, I mounted it to the front, and it's kind of gives you like that flying through the course feel.
Yeah.
So
pretty cool.
It's
definitely.
First time we've done that here at the Times Union, and you want to go ahead and maybe give some history on the race, the importance of it?
Well, obviously, 15,000 runners every year now know how big the River Run is, and then several thousand spectators too. And you get it's the 32nd annual River Run. It's now, as you said, the U.S. 15K National Championship, so it's a pretty big deal. We get elite runners from all around the country. We get Olympians. The greatest champions have been Todd Williams, Dina Castor, 1m-3m. They've all competed in the Olympics, and Meb and Dina have both won Olympic medals in the marathon. But locally, it's a big deal too. You'll see city councilmen in the race. You usually see Mayor Payton at the start line. Last year, Jacksonville ran the race. You'll see all sorts of Jacksonville personalities.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants will be there.
Not the Jacksonville personality, but he is a personality a lot of kids love, and adults, of course.
Recognizable face, for sure.
Oh, yeah, and very recognizable sponge. Very recognizable. But there we just passed through the first mile, and here I had to actually get out of the car and park. I'm actually walking, but since I sped the video up, it kind of looks like I'm running with like a messed up leg or something.
You look really fast there.
Yeah, so... But yeah, I had to get out of the car because obviously you can see the oncoming cars, and I don't think my vehicle would have made it through there, but I was able to, luckily. So
that's a safe driver thing to do.
Yeah, I thought I'd be smart about this. But you do get to see some nice downtown scenery this first mile. We are approaching the Main Street Bridge, and you're actually going to run up the exit ramp.
Yeah, there's a lot of sights to see. You're seeing a lot of Jacksonville, obviously, and you're seeing a lot of what Jacksonville has to offer in the river, which is such a key part of Jacksonville, obviously. About the prize money, because they've increased the prize money this year.
Yeah.
And it's $85,000, which according to the race director is it's the most prize money. It's one of the most. He thinks it might be the most, but one of the most for sure of a U.S. non-marathon race. But huge prize money this year, $85,000. Part of the reason for that money going up is $20,000 more dollars for an elite team competition, $10,000 each in men's and women's categories, and it's named the Tenbrook Cup after John Tenbrook, who was a volunteer at every River Run race until he passed away in September. And here we go up the Main Street Bridge.
Yeah, this can usually bottleneck because it's we got a narrow area, right. And you're not supposed to run on the side rails on the sidewalk.
The good news is this year will be the first year of bottlenecks there because the course is a little bit more open at the front. The Bay Street construction was a bottleneck last year. Yeah,
Bay Street this year, no construction. That's going to be a big plus for the race.
And obviously at the beginning you have the elite women. They get a 5-minute head start. It's the equalizer bonus that Doug Allred instituted. I think this will be the 6th year of the equalizer bonus, so the women can try to hold off the men again. It's only happened one time that a woman has been able to hold off them, and that was Dina Castor, of course.
Wow, that was last year?
2007, Dina.
Okay, 2007.
So just to be, not to confuse people.
Yeah. By here, it's going to start spread out by now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely have spread out by now. So this is my first River Run. I'll be running it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I also was very excited to cover this and drive this route. There, we just got to pass through a treaty oak. Another nice landmark in Jacksonville. Yeah, one thing new this year is the disposable championship, which is a small little chip that you wear on your tennis shoe, and when you cross the start, the timing begins, and then when you cross that finish line, your timing stops. So they have an exact calculation of your time for the River Run.
And it's really good. I mean, obviously the elite runners are at the front. The official time for them is the time they're going to see as they cross. And but for a runner who starts, 7,000 runners back, they're not going to hit the start line when the gun goes off. So the chip time will give them the exact time. And this here, you mentioned it's a disposable, one-time use chip. You only use it once, and it's going to streamline the finish, because the first thing you do when you cross the finish, you'll no longer have to drop down and take the chip off your shoe and put it. That really slows things down coming through the finish.
Yeah, and that's definitely a blessing, because, man, when you finish a race, and especially the Gator River Run, the last thing you want to do is bend over and try to remove a chip off your shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can get your medal and then go get some water and then maybe check your result.
Or maybe some beer.
Yeah, they've got like
I believe there's some beer there.
70 kegs, I think. Most years.
The bananas, of course.
Yeah, bananas and bagels and
a staple at post-race party.